Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another match reaction. Ladies and gentlemen, we weren't gonna leave this game without a match reaction. We're here. We're here to talk Liverpool against Wolves. The match reaction kind of the next day because of so much work I had to do yesterday. So big up to everyone. Thank you guys so much for all the support you guys have shown me, whether it be yesterday, whether it be across the channel, across this whole month and the month before, you guys have been absolutely elite. So whether you're watching this right now or on the replay, you guys already know the drill. Make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you're subscribing to This is Football if you're yet to do so. Every single person watching us right now or on the replay, hit that like button. Subscribe to This is Football if you're yet to do so. Everyone right now, please like, subscribe. Big up to everyone in the chat. There's so much for us to talk about. As you guys can see, I'm recovering. Alhamdulillah, I'm a bit better today, but still a little bit sick. But no excuses. We're here. And inshallah, today I've got two watch-alongs. I've got the Chelsea watch-along and the Arsenal watch-along. So I told you guys, there's so much content coming your way, and I didn't lie. I'm delivering on my promise. So yes, slap that like, subscribe, keep letting me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And let's just get into it, because Liverpool did win the game, and we do have a lot to address. So big up to the chat, big up to James Bond. It's actually 2 assists, because the third goal, got given as an own goal. So because it got given as an own goal, Salah could assist an own goal if you would like. Salah playmaker of the season, 100%. Big up to Kaspar, big up to Connor the Reds, big up to Ola, big up to Victor, big up to Anfield lad. Good morning, Lee Govender, my brother. Big up to Jack. I will speak about that when it's time, my brother. Big up to Skip Skip. Big up to you. Big up to Promise Gunner. Big up to Marvel. Big up to my guy Rakesh. Big up to you guys, man. Up yourselves in the big up yourselves in the chat. Did I just say up yourselves? Big up yourselves in the chat. Big up to Riza. Big up to Tabs. Guys, slap that like, subscribe, and let's just get into it. Liverpool, ladies and gentlemen, beat Wolverhampton Wanderers by 3-1. And this wasn't a game that I was going to leave without a reaction and just not talk on it, because I feel like there is a lot to unpack from that game. There's a lot to discuss. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to Liverpool Football Club in that game. And it's nothing shocking. It's nothing crazy to start with than that first half. Lord have mercy on my soul. This game was a game of 2 halves. Second half, we're going to get to it, which was brilliant. But first half, guys, I love the positivity Olympics. I really do. I'm feeling positive as well myself after the win. But we all have to be honest. First half, we've got to cut that out. Because if we face a more dangerous opponent, that first half would have been a whole lot worse. We all have to say thank you to Matheus Cunha for being trash, because Matheus Cunha himself could have scored like 3 goals in that first half. So I'm so glad that Matheus Cunha is actually the Wolves striker, and he missed that many opportunities, because Lord have mercy on my soul. Had Wolves had a proper striker, this would have been a long day for every single one of us. So thank God Matheus Cunha was their striker, and they missed all their opportunities, all their chances. And that first half, I can't lie, as much as like I'm very positive about what happened in the second half, the first half, guys, we have to be honest, we need to cut that out. I think this is a fair criticism. This is not me being negative. This is not me being saying anything crazy. Everyone in the chat right now, big up to Joe and Ryan. I'm gonna put up your super chats in a sec. Everyone in the chat can agree right now that first half, we need to cut it out. I think we're all in agreement. There's no need for me or you or anyone to sell copium. We've got to be real about the situation. And if we have to be real about the situation, we will all say right now, that first half, we must cut it out. We must change what happens in that first half. Because this is the match reaction, I can't just talk about the second half and gloss over the first half. So I'll address the first half first, and then I'll go to the second half. So for me, that first half, and Riza here is talking about it in the chat, one of the worst performances I have ever seen. 100 million%. 100%, 100 million percent. Even Skip's referring to it. McAllister was still in Bolivia. He was still in La Paz. You know, that's where he was, because that performance from McAllister, he dropped a stinker in that first half. Couldn't pass the ball to save his life. It was a really bad performance that first half for that first half for us in general. And I look at that Liverpool team, the first half, and before I get to the super chats, because I think there'll probably be more second half related. Before I get the first half, I'm gonna be honest with everyone here, bro. Everyone played badly. Like, there's no need for me to scapegoat. There's no need for me to point out this guy, point out that guy. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even the ones that we usually expect better from didn't perform. I think in that first half, it was bad. It was bad. Joe Gomez, horrible performance. Matip, crap. Robertson, absolutely horrible as well, just like Joe Gomez. In midfield, McAllister, one of the signings we were all happy with, all excited about, still are excited and happy with. That first half dropped an all-time stinker. Cody Gakpo, Lord have mercy on my soul. What was Cody Gakpo doing in the first half? Diogo Jota, my God, also a bad performance in that first half. These are the things we all need to talk about, because we need to cut this out. Because I think you could get away with it if you're playing Wolves. You could get away with it if you're playing Forest, if you're playing Fulham, maybe one of these clubs. But if you're playing a Man City, an Arsenal, a Man United, a Spurs, clubs like that, you cannot have a first half like you did today. So that's kind of the big negative. Sorry, yesterday. That's kind of the big negative from the game. Of course, we got a whole lot better. We improved in the second half, which I'll get to in a second. But that first half was something like that we need to learn from and we need to improve from. And even LFC for the double here is touching on it 100%. Even Soboslai was bad in that first half, 100 million percent. Curtis Jones was hiding. It was all around that performance wasn't good enough. I'm gonna be so real with you. All around that performance wasn't good enough, and there's no need for us to make excuses. And there's a lot that changed in the second half, tactically and player-wise, and I'm gonna address it now in a second. So stick around. Big up to Ryan, says, big up my bro. I don't think people realize how hard that pass is for the Robertson goal. Max should have never started yesterday. Big up Gerald. He's talking about Quansah, which I will address now in a second. First of all, thank you so much, Ryan, for the super chat. That's number one. Number two, 100%. And we're going to talk about Mo Salah's playmaking and Mo Salah's creativity, because there are still people in 2023, yawn, boring, who say Mo Salah is just a goal scorer. So I'm going to be honest with you, some people you just can't help. Some people you just can't help, Ryan. And I'll go a step further and I'll say Mo Salah is the best player in the whole Premier League right now. With KDB out injured, there is no competition. I'm going to be honest with you. Big up to you, Ryan. Today showed me everything. We are not a contender. We are 3 players short. Nunez can't be trusted. Any injuries will decimate this team. And it's only the 5th game of the season. We need players. Look, Joe, there is a reason why when I started with the first half, I said we need to cut it out. I said we need to change the way we're playing. I said we need to develop. I said we need to improve. And for good reason. For absolutely good reason, because what happened in that first half is unacceptable, because I'm looking at it from a future perspective and I'm thinking, okay, so if we played Arsenal or we played like a Man City or someone like that, we'd be 3-0, 4-0 down. That's why we've got to be careful and we've got to cut it out 100%. I see people bigging up Quansah, and rightfully so, but in the first half, the performance defensively was a lot different. And I'll speak about it now in a second, but man, oh man, that performance improved so much in the second half. And when it comes to Nunez, actually, I've been very harsh on, I don't think I've been harsh. I've been very critical, let me say, of Nunez ever since he signed. As you know that, Joe, because you're a subscriber to the channel, big up to you. But I think yesterday he actually added something that was needed in the game. And I'll talk about it in a second. So, yeah, big up to you. Big up to Joe. Big up to Ryan for the super chats. 150 people are in here. Get the likes up, you guys. Subscribe to This Is Football. I want you to run the likes up. Like, subscribe right now. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But keep liking, keep subscribing, keep showing us the love and support. And of course, we carry on. You know, with Curtis Jones hiding, That thing that I just said. I can't lie to you. That's something that frustrates me about Jones and about any football player, but I saw it with Jones yesterday. I've got no problem with you taking the ball and taking a risk and it's not working, or like, you make a couple of missed passes, stuff like that. I'm fine with that. What I do not like is you're worried about your pass completion rate, so you're hiding in game and you're trying to just like not be on the ball, not trying to receive the ball. For me, that's the frustrating thing about Curtis Jones's game yesterday, because I expect better from him. I expect him to show a bit more cojones. I expect him to show a bit more, bit more strength, if you would like, within his mentality. I'm saying show some mental strength to be on the ball, to want to be on the ball, to get the ball, to attack, to try do these things, because that's what we need going forward. And I think with Curtis Jones, he can't be having performances in which he hides like this. So he needs to perform, he needs to develop, he needs to do a lot better. Guys, run the likes up. 150 people in here. We need to be on 100 likes. Yalla, like, subscribe right now. Hit the like button. It helps the channel out. Yalla, hit the like button. So we start now the second half. And I want to shout out to someone. I want to shout out to Mike, because Mike is someone who's kind of insistent on this idea that it's not just personnel that needs changing. And I want everyone to think about Mike's statement, and I want you all to think about it from a tactical perspective. In the second half, it was not just the substitutions that we made, because even before the substitutions, we looked a whole lot better. Ask yourself why. I'm saying before Nunez came on, before Elliott came on. Why? Why did we do a whole lot better? Because Klopp switched it up tactically. And the reason why I said big up to Mike is Mike was someone who always says, guys, it's not just a personnel problem. We need Jurgen Klopp to change his ways, to change the way he does things. And I can't lie, Mike was proven right. And the reason why Mike was proven right is, if you guys notice in the second half, Liverpool Football Club started playing more centrally. And the formation, in an attacking sense, it was a little bit of a 4-4-2 at times. It was like Gakpo and Nunez together. It was like Diaz and Salah on either side. It was almost like I wouldn't say it was a 4-4-2. I'm saying almost like. And it was just like so much different. And we were just attacking down the middle. And I think if we play to our strengths and we're smart with it, we could beat most teams in the league. And this is where Klopp comes in. This is where his management comes in. I don't think this 4-3-3 works with McAllister in there, because you know what's mad? You want to hear what's crazy? Yesterday, you all saw it with your own eyes. We tried inverting Gomez. And I think everyone in the chat can agree. It's not an agenda. It's not me being insulting to the guy. Gomez is not an inverted right back. Gomez is like a center back and a right back in a defensive kind of shape, but he's not an inverted right back. So the fact that we tried inverting Gomez is absolute madness, to be honest with you. And this is where Klopp needs to change his ways. And that takes me back to what Mike says. Look, the reason why it's a Klopp problem as well as, from a tactical perspective, these things need to change. What I said earlier on, if you guys remember, is in that first half, we cannot have those first halves against the likes of Arsenal and others. And this takes me to my point. This is where Klopp changed things. And by the way, I'm very happy with Klopp changing things, because Klopp used to have a stubbornness, and I'll say used to because I'm saying more this season. He's trying to change things around. Like this season, he's changing stuff over and over again, which shows me, okay, the guy's a bit more, flexible kind of with his ideas this season, which is what we need more of. But when it comes to like what we done differently, we just attacked central. I don't know if you guys noticed, but our attacks were coming down the middle a lot more than they were going down the wings. Like we just kept giving the ball to Gakpo, to Nunez down the middle, and after the substitution, it was kind of just everyone combining centrally and creating triangles and space and havoc in a central manner. And that for me shows me, okay, this was a tactical change, and it worked. Second half, everyone rose to the occasion. I'm going to be honest with you. Everyone was so much better in that second half. Every single player on that football pitch was so much better in the second half. Like, unbelievably better. I'm talking levels increase from what we did in the first. So much more different. So much more different. And everyone just elevated their levels. Everyone just got a whole lot better in the second half. And you could look at this game and go like, okay, Van Dijk didn't play, Trent didn't play, Ibrahima Konate didn't start, and we still won 3-1. I agree with you. That's a fair, that's even, I'm not even saying it's a positive way. I'm saying that's a fair way to look at things. But in reverse, what happened in that first half needs to be cut out also. So there are two things that coexist. We don't have to choose one of them. We can say first half can't happen again, and well done for the second half. And from a tactical perspective, I think a lot of people in the chat would agree with me. Klopp now needs to start games like this. Instead of us waiting to change things around and then win and then change the way we play football and blah, 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 blah. Klopp needs to start games like this. That's the thing. We need to now start. As soon as the referee blows his whistle, we need to start the game directly like this. We need to start the game attacking centrally with a lot more different style of football, the way we act, the way we perform, the way we play. And this is where Klopp has to earn his salary, has to earn his money. And this is the thing. So for me, I give kudos to Klopp for changing it second half, and it worked. And now we talk about the individuals in the team. I see so many people in the chat mentioning Quansah. And listen, fair play to Quansah. Fair play to Quansah yesterday, because even he improved so much in the second half. And I'm gonna say this, but I don't want, I don't put it out loud. Just keep it between me and you. I think Quansah, if he plays like this, he's gonna become third choice centre back. I don't know if you guys clocked this. Quansah is gonna be the third choice centre back if he continues to play like this. It's gonna be Van Dijk, Konate, and then third choice Quansah. I'm being dead serious, you guys. I'm actually being legitimately serious right now. Quansah will actually be third choice. I can't lie to you. If he continues to, of course, improve and develop, and I'm not applying pressure on the kid because he still is a kid. So it will take him time to get better and to improve and to develop. So for me, like, I'm going to give him the time necessary to develop. But if he keeps playing this way, I think people in the chat wouldn't be mad at me if I said he's going to be third choice centre back. Third choice centre back is definitely something that is doable for him. I think he could overtake Gomez and Matip. Now, when it comes to applying pressure, this is the thing. By the way, this is 100% correct as well from LFC, from the double. The amount of times Quansah saved us is definitely not good. Aren't Matip and Gomez supposed to be the senior defenders in the team? I'll speak about Robertson in a second. But honestly, on a real, you guys, agendas aside, we're just talking reality here. We're just being honest. Aren't Gomez and Matip supposed to be the senior defenders in the team? Aren't they supposed to be that guy defensively? Like, of course, we know like Van Dijk and Konate are that guy, but I'm saying, aren't they supposed to be the two that come in when Van Dijk and Konate are injured or out? I can't lie to you. Matip and Gomez, for me, they still worry me. They genuinely still worry me. I'm just being honest right now. They really still worry me. Gomez and Matip, for me, still are showing me signs of like, be careful, Hussam. Don't prop them up too much because it is a little bit scary. Because what happened in that first half, if this happens across 90 minutes, it'll be a long day for us all. It'll be a completely long day for us all. I don't think it's crazy to now say that just based on yesterday's performance even, but we need a bit more consistency, I'm going to be real with you. Quansah could genuinely easily become the third choice centre-back. This is something that, look, I'm not against, but as long as we don't do the Bajcetic. And I'll explain now what I mean when I say we don't do the Bajcetic. When I say we don't do the Bajcetic, I mean we do not run Quansah into the ground. This is something, whether you're top red, bottom red, positive, negative, everyone should agree on. Everyone here knows the reason why Stefan Bajcetic is injured is Liverpool Football Club. We made Bajcetic injured because we ran him into the ground. Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday, Tuesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday, Tuesday. We played him like 7-8 games in a row, and the guy just got injured. And you understand why? Because he's a kid. And this is where we have to be very careful with this Quansah situation. We need to know where to draw the line, because we need to give Quansah the time to develop. We absolutely cannot do the same thing with Quansah that we did with Bajcetic. Here you go, Quansah. You're now in the deep end. Play every single game. That's something that we just simply cannot do. We cannot do that. So for me, I want to give Quansah time, and I want him to develop, and I want him to improve, and I want him to get better. But this will only come with time. This will only come with development, with improvement, with him being, given time on the pitch. But there's also something as giving him too much time on the pitch. So let me give you an example. We now can't play Quansah against Las Lens on Thursday and then play him next week in the Prem as well. Let me check, by the way, who we even play next in the Prem. I swear it was West Ham, no? I think it was West Ham. I could be mistaken. Yeah, it is West Ham. On a Sunday, West Ham. So what now we cannot do, and we absolutely cannot do this, because it would just run the guy into the ground. It would just run the guy to the ground. What we cannot do is play Quansah against Las Cleanse and then play him against West Ham. I think everyone in the chat, would you agree with that? You know that, you would agree what I'm saying is fair. I'm not going to put a youngster on the firing line and just go here, you start Las Cleanse, and guess what, Quansah, you're also starting West Ham. I think this is something everyone in the chat would agree with, because we can't. By the way, even yesterday he was cramping. This is a kid. We all need to understand this is a kid that needs time to develop, that needs time to get better, that needs time to improve. We cannot throw him into the deep end and play him Thursday and Sunday. If you want to play, if I had to choose one game where I would play him, I'd play him against Las Cleanse. The game, I believe, is at Anfield. I could be mistaken. Let me just quickly check it as well, because I do think both of our next games are at Anfield. West Ham and Las Cleanse. No, Lask is actually away. Okay, no problem. So because Las Cleanse is away, we could do. I think playing him away at Las Cleanse is probably better for us than playing him at home to West Ham. I think, for me, as long as we approach this Quansah situation smartly and patiently and not to rush him, we would be good, and we would get the best out of Quansah, and we'd give him time to develop, and we'd give him time to get better, and to give him time to improve, because this is what we need more of, Habibis. This is what we need more of. Simple as that. So we need more of this. It's just how it goes. We need more of this. We need better improvements. We need a lot to change for the team to get better. And for me, Quansah will be a key, and he'll play a key role in what happened. And I have no news on the injury against Wolves, but I saw he had a little bit of cramp now. So yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, guys, run the likes up. Run the likes up right now. Guys, there's 220 people here. We want to get to 100 likes as quick as possible. Hit that like button. Subscribe to This Is Football if you're ready to do so. Big up to Ryan, Joe, and Nilutpal for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Big up to Nilutpal, who says, can we talk about Thiago? Is he going to play one game a season? We can talk about Thiago. I don't know why you want me to talk about Thiago and Nilutpal, but we can address it now in a second. But anyway, make sure you're running the likes up. Make sure you're subscribing to This Is Football if you're ready to do so right now. Like, subscribe. Special shout out goes out to Ryan, Joe, and Nilutpal for the super chats. But run the likes up. Come on. 220 people here. We need to be on 100 likes. Yalla, slap the like button. Subscribe. I'll touch on it in a second, Nilutpal. So for me, as long as we make the correct decision with Quansah, we'll be good to go. Now, there's one guy we must address. And that's that Egyptian king, best player in the Premier League, one of the best wingers, if not the best winger in Premier League history, absolutely elite football player. Where are all the people who wanted Mo Salah sold in the summer? Where are all the people who wanted Mo Salah sold in the summer? Where are all, from a business perspective, Hussam, it makes sense to sell Mo Salah. We're never gonna get 150 million for a 31-year-old again. Where are you? Where are you all? Because you were all loudmouthed. You were all shouting at the top of your lungs. From a business perspective, we need to sell Mo Salah. So why are you all quiet now? Does it still make sense from a business perspective? Let me tell you from a football perspective. 1 point against Chelsea because of him. 3 points against Newcastle, of course, because of Nunez. I'm saying from his passing, because of him. Aston Villa could have had 3 assists for Nunez alone. Yesterday, 90th minute, away Premier League ground. Robertson is making that run. How many wingers in the entire Premier League or even in the world make that pass consistently? These are the things that I'm just being dead serious. I'm actually genuinely being dead serious. I'm looking around at world football and I'm thinking, how many wingers in the entire world could make that second pass? That pass to Robertson in a clutch moment, in an important moment, who could make that? Almost 90th minute, away ground. You know, you've been down 1-0 in the first half. You equalized. This is why Mo Salah's worth his weight in gold. Mo Salah is worth his weight in gold, even in diamond, never mind gold. He played that perfectly. Thank you, Ryan. Exact weight and shape of the pass. On point. On point. This is the thing. So when I big up Mo, it's not because I have some sort of agenda or I love the guy too much or, you know, my favorite line, it's because you're Middle Eastern and he's Arab. No. That's not the point. The point is he's delivering on the football pitch. Honestly, by the way, from our entire front line, I don't think anyone makes that pass either. Diaz don't make that pass. Gakpo don't make that pass. Nunez don't make that pass. Jota don't make that pass. This is why you do not sell players like Mo Salah. If you guys remember during the summer, when I was shouting and I was saying, I don't care about the business perspective. I don't care about none of this. I am not selling my best player. You are now seeing on the football pitch, based on the results, just purely based on the results. Leave emotion out of this. Based on the results that have happened so far and his contribution to said results, you can right now see why I said I would not sell the guy. Players like this, you cannot replace. You cannot replace players like this. Please, everyone just needs to stop thinking that we're going to sell Mo Salah, bring Jared Bowen in, and life's going to carry on being normal. Please understand that at Liverpool Football Club, know your owners, know your club. We're not the type of club to sell Mo Salah and buy Mbappe. We're not even the type of club to sell Mo Salah and buy Vinicius. Hell, we're not even the type of club to sell him and buy Kvaratskhelia or Leao. We're not even the type of club to buy Kvaratskhelia or Leao. We're not even the type of team to like buy that level player. Musa Diaby is now gone to Aston Villa. You guys already know who we're signing. You already know who we're signing. There's one guy, blonde right winger, plays for West Ham. Club has been liking him for a long time. Who else are we going to sign? Jared Bowen. You guys already know. You guys already know. And now ask yourself, does Jared Bowen make that pass? Does Jared Bowen make the pass against Chelsea? Does Jared Bowen make those passes? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. And because he doesn't, this is where we're at. Because he doesn't, this is where we're at. This is why you keep Mo Salah. This is why you keep your best players. I don't want us selling Trent. I don't want us selling Mo Salah. I don't want us selling Alisson. Guys, sometimes, and I'm saying this to everyone watching right now or on the replay, make sure you're liking. We're this close to 100 likes. Yalla, get us to 100 likes. Like, subscribe right now. Big up to Ryan, Joe, and Nelot Pal. Slap the like button, subscribe right now. Yalla, I want to get to 100 likes. This is why sometimes as football fans, and specifically Liverpool fans, we all get to a level where we start talking about a business perspective, and I am this accountant and I am that accountant. I have got a degree in finance. Sometimes in life, guys, you cannot think about things from a business perspective. Sometimes in life, you've got to think about things from a football perspective. Does everyone here agree with what I'm saying? Does everyone realize what I'm saying now? That's why during the summer, what did I keep saying? I kept saying, I'm not the supporter of the Liverpool supermarket. I'm the supporter of Liverpool Football Club. There is a reason why I support Liverpool Football Club. I don't support Liverpool supermarket. I don't support Liverpool Limited Company. I don't support, Liverpool, I don't know, LCC or whatever it is. I don't. I'm not here for a business perspective. I'm here for a football perspective. And as things stand, whether people like it or not, Mo Salah is the best player in the entire Premier League. And let me give you another fact. Mo Salah starts for every single team in world football. Real Madrid, Mo Salah starts right wing. Barcelona, Rafinha, are you kidding me? Of course, he starts. Bayern Munich, Mo Salah starts. Manchester City, Mo Salah starts. Arsenal, Mo Salah starts ahead of Saka. Mo Salah starts in every single team in world football. Are people clocking this? This is I just want everyone to realize this is a player we have in our hands that starts at every single club. The only player in the team who also has that facility is Alisson. Alisson is also a goalkeeper who would start for every single team in world football right now. It's just Mo Salah and Alisson that would start in every single team. You could argue Van Dijk, but then some people go like Van Dijk's overrated, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not even trying to get to that argument. Those two right there, wrap them up in cotton and don't sell them under any circumstances whatsoever. I don't want them to be sold. I'm not interested in your business perspectives, because let's all be honest. Let us all have an honest conversation. Whether you are FSG in, whether you are FSG out, whether you're top red, whether you're bottom red, whether you're match goer, non-match goer, whether you're scouse, non-scouse, we all know that 200 million that would have went to the owners, we all know that we don't trust that they spend it 100% right with now Michael Edwards gone. Let's all be real. Michael Edwards ain't there. Michael Edwards is no longer the guy who runs transfers at Liverpool Football Club. If Michael Edwards was here, we would have a bit more trust towards the club, in which they would find some right-wing gem that no one knows about that comes in and does a fantastic job and develops to maybe become that level. Fair enough. But right now, no. Right now, no. Right now, when everyone was trying to sell you Mbappe copium and Vinicius copium, I came on This Is Football, and what did I tell you all? The replacement is going to be Jared Bowen. I told you all. And lo and behold, 3-4 days later, article, Liverpool really like Jared Bowen. You guys know, because we just need to, you know what it is? I didn't even say it from an ITK perspective or from a I spoke to a guy perspective. I just analyzed the way the club is run, and I came to that conclusion just based on previous evidence. We're not a Mbappe club. We're not a Vinicius club. We're not a Kvaratskhelia club, a Liao club. We are a Jared Bowen club. So because we're a Jared Bowen club, this is what happens. And also, let me add something furthermore before I even come back to the Wolves game. Let me add something even furthermore. Because of sports science and the way football has developed and the way football has improved and the way football players are now taking care of themselves. And you have to look at Mo as a devout Muslim. Obviously, he doesn't drink alcohol. He takes care of his body. You can see he takes football seriously. Alhamdulillah, he doesn't get injuries, and inshallah, he never gets an injury his whole career. Because the guy takes care of himself, there is nothing stopping Mo Salah from doing this until he's 35, 36. Robert Lewandowski is 36 years old, and he's the striker for FC Barcelona. Lewandowski is not the striker for Al-Wahda or Shanghai Tigers. He's the striker for FC Barcelona. Even at his age. So if Lewandowski takes the sport seriously, Mo Salah takes the sport seriously, you can see the levels. You can see the levels. This guy could easily play till he's 34, 35 and still be giving you these performances. And I'll take it a step further. I don't know if you guys agree, but I'll genuinely say this. I think, bar that first 6 months of the quadruple season, Mo Salah, this version of him is better than any version I've seen. I don't know if you guys agree, but I feel like his playmaking bag has improved so much. This guy's actually a playmaker now. I don't care what anyone says. I know people like to be very technical with terms and shit, but he's a playmaker. In that final third, guy gets the ball, and as soon as he gets the ball, everyone's basically, sorry to say this, but shitting themselves because they're all like, what is Mo Salah going to do now? Everyone's just scared. Guy's a playmaker. If you guys like focus on what he's doing, when he first came in, it was a bit more pace and power. It was a bit more, maybe gliding past people and finishing and stuff like that. He's always had the finishing. But you look at I'm saying from a passing perspective, from a playmaking perspective, bro, guy's been getting better and better and better. That pass to Luis Diaz, till now, you can't just brush it aside. The pass to Robertson, fantastic pass in a clutch moment. He created 3 clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities for Nunez against Aston Villa. So, for me, I'm seeing Mo Salah improve more and more and more and more and get better and better and better and better. And this is absolute facts here from LFC Aram. Guy could get 20 assists this season. And you know what it is? I'm going to be real with you guys. I feel like Salah could be doing this on purpose. Because I don't know if you noticed yesterday, there was a moment in game where he could have basically shot and he decided to pass it. Maybe he's trying to go for the playmaker award. And I wouldn't blame him, since that cyborg is going to score 70 goals. Maybe he's trying to win the playmaker award. But for me, 100% he could get 20. By the way, if Nunez could score his chances, my guy would already be on 8 assists in 5 games. Are you guys aware how stupid that is? 8 assists in 5 games if Nunez just took his chances. But now I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's on 5 assists currently. So this is why, during the summer, this is why when I speak, you guys, please understand, do I do agendas against rival clubs? Yes. I just want, because I know that the 300 people watching me right now are mostly all Liverpool fans. I'll say this. You guys need to understand, when I'm doing agendas, it's never against my own club's players. My agendas are always against rivals. I have agenda on Man United. Later on, we're going to do the Chelsea watch along, inshallah. I've got an agenda on Caicedo. Like, I've got agendas on rivals. When I speak about my team, there is no agenda. My objective, the big target, is to win. I want Liverpool Football Club to do this at the end of the season. That's what I want. No Hendo cringe shuffle. Van Dijk, I want him to do this at the end of the season. And because I want him to do this, it's normal for me to want us to keep our best players. By the way, from a business perspective, it makes sense if Al-Ittifaq call and they want Alisson and they offer us 400 million, it makes sense from a business perspective. But who in the world right now could give us what Alisson gives us? On a real, you guys. On a real. In the entirety of the planet, who can give you what Alisson gives you? You could argue maybe Courtois, maybe Neuer if he was 10 years younger, of course. But other than that, there is no one. You're never going to get Courtois out of Madrid. Manuel Neuer is about 38 right now, so it's pointless. These are the things that I talk about. In life, there are agendas and there are facts. Can I replace or get what the guy's giving me or better? If the answer is no, then I'm not changing him. I'm sorry. There's no need for me to change him. Simple as. Anyway, big up to Joe for the super chat. Guys, like and subscribe right now. Question, Quansah and Bajcetic need 18 months to develop. Fact. This is fact, by the way. Bajcetic is still out. Joe and Matip are crap. I agree. Mo was the spark to get us going. If Mo was sold or Alisson, we would be 12th. We need I think he means two. I think you mean 2 center backs and 1 DM. And this is the thing for me. This is what I tweeted out yesterday. And before I get to my last player, because there is one more standout player, Cave is about to get extremely excited. Here's the thing, Joe. I couldn't agree more with everything you said. First of all, Quansah and Bajcetic, I addressed it, and I completely agree with you. Guys, when it comes to youngsters, We need to stop applying pressure on youngsters, even as fans. Even as fans. I'm asking you as Liverpool fans, give Ben Doak time. Give Bobby Clark time. Give Quansah time. Give Bajcetic time. Let them develop. Let them become the player that you envision in your mind. Do not throw them into the deep end. I do not want to see Quansah the next 2 games. I don't. And I will criticize Klopp for it if it happens. I don't want to see that under any circumstances. Let the guy rest and develop. As when it comes to Mo Salah and Alisson, completely agreed. This was actually the segment I was talking about right now. We kind of agreed without me even reading your super chat, Joe. Great minds think alike. And the second part, yesterday I tweeted out, I said, we need to keep it close until January. We need to keep it respectable. We need to keep it close until January. We need to keep it on a level until January. Because I'm going to be honest with you, the only way we win the league is if by January 1st, we sign 2-3 players. Simple as. This is 100% correct from Joe. And there's a downer I'm going to put on everyone in a second because someone needs to speak the reality about a certain signing in a second. So stick around, Joe, because I know you would want to hear this. Anyway, make sure you guys are... Okay, so which water bottle is the correct water bottle to drink from? Is it this one? I think it's this one. Big up, everyone. Shout out to my guy Joe for the super chats. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Nilot Pal for the super chats. Big up to every single person who sends in a super chat. All the people who have shown us all the love and support. Make sure you're all liking. Make sure you're all subscribing. Because there's one more standout performer. By the way, Klopp said about Robbo yesterday that he doesn't play like this in every game. He hopes he does. This is the standout performer from yesterday. Oh, Andy Robertson. Oh, Andy Robertson. Third standout performer from yesterday. You know what it is, Dinot Pal? I know Cave is hella excited right now. And rightfully so, because this is his moment to shine. But I just want to give credit where credit is due now. Jokes aside. Thank you so much, Dinot Pal, Habibi. Big up to you for all the support you've shown me. Honestly, I'm humbled by it. And Joe and Ryan, all 3 of you guys are elite. Here's the thing. When it comes to Robertson, I want to give Robertson credit. هلا والله تحياتي لأهل ليبيا يا بشار. عمري انت. ودعائنا معاهم وقلوبنا معاهم. Man like Robertson. The reason why I want to give Robertson credit, by the way, is not even the goal. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just say it as it is. It's not even the goal why I want to give Robertson credit. The reason why I want to give Robertson credit is because he deserves it in general. I'm saying the guy scored a goal and he got so much better in the second half. I think even Cave, who's Robertson's biggest fan, as you can tell by his name in the chat, can even admit first half Robertson was completely different. And you might not want to hear this, but you could low-key, just low-key, you could blame him for the goal in the first half. You could. Because he was caught out of position for that goal and stuff like that. So you could blame him for that goal. You could go like, Robertson, what are you doing? But look at this Felipe guy. Man said some praising Robertson, are we in La La Land? But here's the thing. Second half, he's completely different to first half. Everyone in the chat, do you agree that Robertson was a 10 out of 10 in the second half and completely shit in the first half? Does everyone agree, or am I making an agenda-based statement? I don't think it's agenda-based. I'm going to be real with you. I think I'm being fair. Bro, second half. Bro, guy just played so much better. Honestly. It's like Robertson was in a shell and he got himself out of the shell and he started playing football. And it's like the first half you were stinking it up. Second half you give me prime 1920 Robertson. This is what I want more of, Habibi. This is what I want more of. Second half, this guy. There is a reason why my 3 standout performers are Quansah, Robertson, and Mo Salah. Simple as. These are the three standouts. And there's a reason why I'm talking about Robertson now. We need more of this from Robertson. Now do this again. Do this against West Ham. Do this the game after and the game after and the game after. Come back to your original Robertson level. No one's against that. We want Robertson to get back to the 1920 Robertson level. Second half, guy came back and played so much better, and he remembered who he was. By the way, even what Nilotpal just said in the super chat, Klopp himself said it. He needs more of it. And Robertson himself, second half, he's like, I'm actually Andy Robertson. Like he smelt himself. He started touching himself. He felt himself a little bit. He's like, I'm actually Robertson. Let me play like Robertson and not like Luke Shaw. Let me actually start playing like the actual good player that I am. And the guy, so much better. So much better in that second half. And I have to say, that finish, I mean, we sat here and we were, crediting Mo Salah for the pass. That finish from Robertson, make no mistake, that ain't no damn easy finish. That ain't no easy finish. Maybe if it was Nunez, he would have missed it. But that ain't no easy finish. That's a tough finish. So credit to Robertson for, from a tight angle like that, scoring that goal. Enough credit to him. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Guy, he rose up and he took the goal really well. And credit to him. Credit to him. Massive credit to him furthermore. Robertson, for me, second half woke up, and this is what I want more of. And there's one more guy we have to give credit to. There's one more guy we must give credit to. But before we do that, we have to give Cave his moment. This is his moment. I agree he was partly to blame along with Matip. This is the reason you are one of the few I listen to and always support. You give credit when it's due, 100%. That's why I try explaining to the guys, I'm not someone who has agendas against my own players. The one guy that I hate, and I say bluntly I hate, is Adrian. I hate Adrian, and I will never forgive him for the Atletico Madrid game ever, because I genuinely believe we could have won the double that year. We were unstoppable. It was just Adrian who is shit, and he gave the ball to Llorente. Other than that, I do not hate any player in this whole team. And here's the thing. Darwin Nunez, I'm not his biggest fan, but when he came on against Newcastle, won us the game, you all heard how praising I was of Darwin Nunez, and rightfully so. I was praising Darwin Nunez so much for good reason, because I'm someone, as Cave says, big up to Cave, real recognize real. Cave just said it. I'm someone who gives credit where it's due. I will not just push my my dislike towards someone, or if I think someone's not good enough, I like to keep pushing it and shit. I'm not that guy. If I think you've gotten better, you've developed, you've improved, you deserve credit, I'll give you credit. That's how I roll. I will give credit to people who deserve credit. Simple as. And credit to Robertson. He's been phenomenal. Thank you so much, Cave, Habibi. Standout performer, number 4, Jurgen Norbert Klopp. Standout performer, number 4, Jurgen Norbert Klopp. You know what it is with Klopp? There's one thing we have to give credit to Klopp for changing. And Klopp now has become a manager that is changing things when things need to be changed. W for Jurgen Klopp. Big up Mike Das, who's someone who comes on at halftime, someone who speaks always in the chat. And he says, guys, this is not just a personnel problem. This is tactical as well. And you have to give him credit. Jurgen Klopp. Second half changed the team completely. Gakpo in midfield, we play a lot more central. And it didn't just work. It kind of exploded into a whole different kind of animal. And this, for me, is the key thing here. Jurgen Klopp changes it when we need to be changed. The one thing I'll criticize him for, and it's a constructive, objective criticism, is we need to start games like this. I think everyone here in the chat would agree. You can invert Trent, Jurgen, but you can't invert Joe Gomez. You can't invert Robertson. Trent is the only right back. He's the only fullback in our entire squad that you could invert. So I have got zero problem with inverting Trent. We can't invert Gomez. We can't invert any of these other guys. We need to play to our strengths. I don't care if we play 4-4-2, Sam Allardyce, crap football. As long as we play to our strengths and we get 3 points on the table, That is what I care about. So massive credit to Jurgen Klopp for changing it in the second half. Completely different animal in that second half. Completely better in that second half. Guy woke up and he's like, why am I inverting Joe Gomez? And by the way, credit to him for, like, he ignited some sort of fire in those players, because everyone just changed in that second half and became a lot better. And I think that helps with a little bit more systematic, approach as well. And this takes me to this. There's this one negative, and I'm sorry, I just can't get over it. And I'm not someone who's petty, but I'm someone who likes to address things in a real manner. Endo. You know what it is with Endo? The 4-3-3 can only work, and I'm sorry to burst everyone's bubble, unless you're playing a double pivot. The 4-3-3 can only work if you have a proper DM. If you have a proper DM, 4-3-3 can work. Simple as. There is no other way for the 4-3-3 to work unless you have a proper DM. I think everyone in the chat would agree. Proper DM, 4-3-3 works. Not proper DM, 4-3-3 doesn't work. And I have a problem with this. The reason I have a problem with it is when I did my preview on Friday, I had Endo in the starting 11. It's not like I didn't have the guy in the starting 11. I put him in the starting 11 because I thought in my mind, McAllister was in Bolivia 30 hours ago. Klopp hasn't met him yet. It only makes sense for Klopp to start Endo. But I think even Klopp himself is probably realizing, this might be the wrong signing. And I hope he proves me wrong, and I hope he develops, and I hope he does this. But if you can't trust Endo, Wolverhampton Wanderers away from home, when McAllister was in Bolivia 40 hours before, then I don't know where you can trust the guy. I'm just being dead serious. And I'm waiting to see for what happens this Thursday against Las Clins. If Endo doesn't start against Las Clins, then we've got a problem. We generally have a problem in our hands. He must be so shit in training or something. So I'm just being dead serious, you guys. All this Endo copium, I'm not selling it. I'm just being real. And speaking of the bench, Harvey Elliott for me is as well someone who deserves massive credit. When he came on, he was completely different for us. And he kind of occupied that right-hand side alongside Mo, linked up play really well with him. Got into dangerous positions, and he took his goal really well. And by the way, the reason why it's 2 assists is because the Elliott shot it hit Bueno, so they gave it as a Bueno own goal because they're pathetic. Should have gave Elliott the goal. They gave it as a Bueno own goal, so the assist as well was taken away from Mo Salah. But Harvey Elliott for me deserves massive credit for when he came on. He kind of got involved in the game, made us a lot better in the game, gave us actually control. To be fair, he actually gave us control. So massive credit to Harvey Elliott, massive credit to Klopp, and the 3 players I mentioned before that were Quansah, Salah, and Robertson. And now, let's cleanse this Thursday. And just to quickly touch on it, before I touch on it, big up to Kave, big up to Ryan, Joe, Nilat Pal for the super chats. Big up to every single person who sends in a super chat. Big up to every single person who shows us all the love and support. I am humbled by you guys' support. Big up everyone who likes. Big up everyone who subscribes. Big up everyone who shares the videos. Big up everyone who sends in super chats. You guys are elite. Everyone right now, this very second, slap the like button, subscribe to This Is Football, and I want to give you guys a quick reminder. I'm going to take a quick break as soon as I end this video because Premier League Super Sunday is here. I'm going to be doing the Chelsea game, inshallah, and I'm going to be doing the Arsenal game. So we're giving you both games back to back, and later tonight we have El Ahwa as well. So much is coming your way, Habibis. So I've given you guys promises that I'm going to give you consistent content, and I hope I've delivered on the promise. So slap the like button, subscribe. Next up is Las Clins this Thursday, and I'm going to just put out a statement. I'm going to just say this before maybe I speak on the game, maybe more in depth with Tom Little, maybe tomorrow. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not trying to see Alisson. I'm not trying to see Trent. I'm not trying to see Mo Salah. I'm not trying to see any of the good players. Okay, sorry. Let me rephrase that. I'm not trying to see any of the world-class players or the starters. Do not play Robertson. Do not play Mo. Don't play Alisson. Who I want to see this Thursday? I want to see Kelleher. I want to see Joe Gomez. I want to see Matip. I want to see Quansah. I want to see Tsimikas. I want to see Curtis and Elliott in midfield. I want to see Endo. I want to see, Ben Doak. That's how I want to see. With all due respect, couldn't give a what about the Europa League. We are 6-time Champions League winners, Liverpool Football Club. Could not care less about the Europa League. If we win it, I will be happy. If not, couldn't care less. Maybe give Gravenberch, that's a good suggestion from ISO, big up ISO on the chat. Maybe give Gravenberch an opportunity to play so he could get his fitness up and he could improve maybe a little bit. Maybe he could get used to the team. No problem with that. I do not want to see any of the starters. Keep Salah and all these guys. I don't want to see them. I do not want to see them. I'm sorry. I simply cannot see them. So that's my honest 2 pence on that, and I'm sure we're gonna address it more with Tom Little and these guys. So guys, stay on this video. It will redirect you to the Chelsea watch along. Hit reminder on the Chelsea watch along as well, and stick around because today Premier League Super Sunday is here. The Chelsea watch along, the Arsenal watch along, El Ahwa at night. So much content coming your way. I am delivering on my promise, Habibis. I love you all. Hit the like button. Subscribe to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. Shout out to Joe Cavalier. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Nilot Pal. Shout out to Cave. Elite guys for the Super Chats. Big up to you guys, man. Love to all of you. And I'm going to see you guys back on the watch alongs, inshallah. Peace.